Good evening, thanks for joining us. We start with breaking news. A grass fire in the west end of Lloydminster was doused quickly this afternoon by fire crews. It's thought the flames were sparked by a passing train. The fire took place a few hundred meters north of the Canadian Tire. Crews put it out around 4 o'clock before it had a chance to spread to a nearby field. No one was injured and there was no property damage. Well, the long weekend is now well underway and thankfully the weather's cooperated. As Mike Baden reports, a bit of outdoor fun seems to be on most calendars, whether it's for work, rest, or play.
Even though the weather this year hasn't been what you'd like, it's always nice to head to the campground after a long week, month, or even year's work.
Getting away from the work, just getting away from work.
I think just being out in the outdoors, you're not cooped up in the city, and your kids can run around and do their thing and you can do your thing, and it's just good to be outside.
With the weather forecast great for the final long weekend of the summer, there isn't a better option than soaking up the heat at the beach.
Pretty much all the plans we have for today. Yes, soak up the sun, basically.
For most people, the purpose of a long weekend is to get away from work. But Robert Hefner has actually gathered up his co-workers for their second annual barbecue getaway.
We're having a barbecued hamburger sausage lunch, followed up by a round of golf, to a steak fry tonight for everybody, and sing along with 4 guitars and a banjo for later entertainment through the evening.
Hefner has been looking forward to this event all year and enjoys to see his staff outside of the work environment.
All the employees together and having a great afternoon and carry it on into the sunset and have a lot of fun.
Barbecuing, relaxing, and enjoying the sun. Some of the best ways to enjoy a long weekend. Mike Baden, Newcap News.
A quarter of a century is a significant chunk of time by most standards. But for the 1986 graduating class at Lloydminster Comprehensive High School, that time seemed to have flown by in the blink of an eye when they reconnected this weekend for their 25-year reunion. The Lloydcom class of 86 gathered to share stories and celebrate a significant milestone. 25 years since they graduated. Part of the party involved opening a time capsule containing relics from their grad year. Some items seemed oddly contemporary, while others clearly invoked feelings of nostalgia.
Yeah, it's a bit of deja vu going back, and it's hard to believe those were the things that we did that long ago.
The cheers and smiles were hard to suppress and quick to surface despite the years.
It's amazing you stay in touch with a few people, but when you come back and you see all the familiar faces and then you actually talk to them again, it's a wonderful feeling.
For Beamish and his classmates, the intrigue of cracking open a time capsule was fun, but the highlight of the weekend was obvious.
Reconnecting with old friends that you haven't seen, and truly friends that you fall into conversations that you haven't had in 25 years and you learn what they've done since.
And those at the event seemed motivated to make a similar one happen again sooner than the half-century mark.
It does not feel like 25 years. Once we're here, not at all. And we pride as a grad of 86 class of being a very close-knit class. And I know we're going to hit a 30-year in 5 years because it's already talked about.